Traveling during the holidays can always come with certain challenges, may it be by air, bus, train, or car. But there are ways that we can actually prepare for some of the obstacles that we don't plan on happening while we're traveling, but they could. So in keeping with the old adjective, people don't plan to fail, they fail to plan. Let's look at ways we can be proactive prior to our holiday travels. Hi, I'm the Libra Man. Let's get right into it. When traveling by plane, it is very important to arrive at the airport a few hours early. You got to make sure you can check in, get your bags weighed, get through security, and get to where they're going to be picking you up for at your gate prior to boarding the plane. Try not to travel during peak hours. Try to travel, if you got to be somewhere Saturday, try to travel maybe a day or two in advance and try to leave on times that are not peak periods, afternoons, evenings, and things like that. And try to maybe get an earlier flight so you can get in, get yourself settled in, and you don't have the hustle and bustle that comes along with people that are traveling the other times of the day. Your rates may actually be lower the further away you travel prior to a holiday. So if a holiday is on a Saturday, of course Friday, Saturday, and anything after that's going to be very, very expensive. But if you travel a couple days early, you have to weigh out, okay, if I travel a couple days early and spend a hotel for 2 days or 1 day, is that going to be less than me just flying the day before? So you got to work that out amongst yourself. So when traveling by plane, make sure you don't have anything in your luggage that will cause them to stop you or cause the buzzers to go off or anything like that, because that's going to delay you also. They'll be pulling you aside and then you'll have to wait till they see what it is. Save you some embarrassment and some time by making sure you don't have anything in there you're not supposed to that will alert the metal detectors. If you're traveling by bus or train, make sure you monitor your bags at all times, especially if you're traveling alone. You might get up and go to the bathroom, but when you're with someone, you don't have that much to worry about. But if you're by yourself, sometimes people who are traveling are also people that are looking for opportunities to take other people's stuff. I hate to say it, but we're living in the real world. When driving your vehicle to a destination, try to make sure you have certain things in your vehicle in the case of an emergency. Make sure you have enough food, enough water. Make sure you have flares. Make sure you have a blanket for in case you have a long period of time where traffic is stalled and it might be inclement cold weather during that time. Make sure you have enough gas. Make sure when you do your stops, try to do everything at once. If somebody has to go to the restroom in the car, somebody's hungry, make sure you go somewhere where you can go to the restroom, get gas, and get food at the same time. Less stops also help you with safer travel. Keep a safe stopping distance when you're driving on the interstate anywhere, but especially on the interstate. Just make sure that you have enough distance between you and the car that's in front of you. Because let's face it, anxiety comes a lot during holidays. And people are traveling, trying to get to their destinations, knowing so-and-so is already there, and so is my uncle this and this and that. And they're trying to get there, and sometimes they might put the pedal to the metal a little bit too much, and you don't want to be in an accident because someone else is trying to get somewhere. So make sure you drive defensively. Check your tire pressure, oil, antifreeze, and those other things prior to getting in your vehicle. And also when you're making your stops, just take a brief walk around the car and make sure your tires are still looking okay. There's no nails in them, and everything is okay. You don't see nothing leaking or anything like that, just to be on the safe side. And prior to taking trips on the highway, make sure, especially if you're going somewhere you don't know, make sure you get on the computer and research it. Make sure if you're taking a long ride that might be 10 hours, 11 hours, make sure you research in the event that you might want to stop for food or you might want to stop overnight at a hotel somewhere. Make sure you know what you're doing and where you're going so you don't have to just settle for whatever you see. Also research places, their rules, speed limits, and things like that, because you might go a place that you can't have air fresheners on the rear view mirror. I've been through that before. But the state that I was living in, it was okay to do it. So you just got to make sure you know where you're going and you know what the rules are where you're going. So no matter how you're traveling, try to make sure you do so as safe as possible, because the number one thing is to arrive where you're going safely and to make sure that you and everyone that you see during your journeys remain safe. You are responsible for that. Till next time, the Libra Man is out. Happy Memorial Day.